That's a really, really good example, and it sort of highlights the fact that religions can really be sort of almost engineered. Um, and when you realize that, it's a little difficult to ascribe any sort of divine meaning to them because it's somewhat arbitrary. If you can just make them up, and they'll be in some, they'll be true in the same sense in which Christianity is true.
No, for sure, definitely. Um, and let's talk about reality and the likelihood of there being like this God, and let's attack the Abrahamic religions just because we're most familiar with them. But here's one thing: like, let's see. I'm guessing people, if you're listening to this Memecast about atheism and things, I mean, maybe we're preaching to the choir. But let's just say we're not, and let's say we believe in evolution. We're not going to battle creationism just yet.
Yeah, that's crazy.
Let's just assume that evolution is the truth because of the facts. Anyway, how long have human beings been on this earth? This is a point from Christopher Hitchens. And how long would you say?
It would be measured in the hundreds of thousands of years.
So let's say 100,000 years.
That would be a conservative estimate.
This is pretty much going to be verbatim, but this is a very, very good point. And it's that for 96,000 of those years, we're living, as he says, by the teeth, scraping to get by, living in tribes, very, very bloody, probably going around raping women, and that is like the most common mode of reproduction.
Yeah.
Pretty much the first wars were fought over women. They were like, you can call them sex wars.
The best way we know this is by watching, recording modern day contemporaneous tribal societies, and the last of which were, I believe, discovered in Papua New Guinea. And this is statistics we can get from those tribes before they were colonized.
So there's all this, and there's also blood sacrifices, people ripping each other apart, huge plague, ice ages, almost being wiped out, and then almost being wiped out again. And heaven watches this with folded arms, or arms up in the air, or shrugged shoulders.
Yeah.
Okay. And then after all that misery, decide maybe it's time to intervene. And not to any place I can like read or anything like that.
Not China.
No, not China, where they can better disseminate this idea from the ultimate power, highest of highs in the universe, but to a bunch of illiterate
desert nomads.
Yeah. And really, I mean, really, the ultimate story of the universe, and from the the ultimate story coming from the angel Gabriel, from the creator of the universe, his ultimate being in all of existence, is going to tell you a story, and it's about a bunch of desert nomads doing magic tricks.
Yeah, it's completely absurd. It's like, this is what I would expect if really this was to happen.
Oh my god.
First of all, it would probably reveal to me just stuff about like washing your hands, like basic things that would save millions of lives. Very, very simple things. Like, for example, don't always cook your food before eating it. Like simple things like this.
Yeah.
He doesn't mention, for example, how reproduction works in humans. He doesn't mention anything. None of the holy texts mention anything about the egg at all. They don't mention the fact that we have eggs, just like all other animals, including reptiles, have eggs. They mention nothing about how all life goes back to a single ancestor, like 3.5 billion years ago. Mentions nothing about galaxies or black holes or the expansion of the universe. Well, I guess some people could argue that based on fitting old words to new vocabulary, they could find almost like any meaning in there. You know what I mean?
Right.
But one open challenge that I will offer to anybody who thinks there's any premonition of modern scientific ideas in any religious text is go to Wikipedia or any online source and look up open problems in science. You can look up open problems in math, open problems in chemistry, physics. You'll see a huge list of open problems that are currently scientifically unresolved and being investigated. Go through them and tell me what your text tells you about each one, and we'll see how accurate you are. I predict you will be no more accurate than a coin toss.
What the fuck was that?
That's fucking crazy shit, man. No more accurate than a coin toss.
You see me going on rampage? Wait, this
It's true. It's true.
you see me going on rampage?
And I mean, how laughable, let's say, is a prophecy, and the prophecy of 2012. The Mayans
my
predicted it. First of all, should we set a record straight right now?
Yeah, the Mayans never predicted the end of the world in 2012. It's just an urban legend.
It's like the Pepsi and Pop Rocks will explode your stomach. Just about as credible as that. And you can look it up. Don't take our word for it.
Yeah.
It's all there. Wikipedia all the way.
Yeah, so just tying you back to the point of atheism, though. Overall, Felipe, what do you think about just being sort of a quiet atheist doing your own thing as opposed to like evangelizing atheism?
I don't know. It's something that I still sort of battle with. Right now, I'm a sort of a quiet atheist who anonymously evangelizes.
Yeah, so you don't do it in your everyday life.
I don't. But I don't shy away from it. People ask me, and I won't lie. I'll say I am I'll say I'm not religious at all. And
It's true, but I don't say I'm an atheist because it's a dirty word.
it is a dirty word. Don't say it at work. You get in trouble. No, I'm just joking.
It's true. I did actually get in trouble for saying it away.
Wow, you
Not
got
real trouble though. No, it's just I got a comment about saying a pro-atheistic comment.
right. I know what you mean. Right now, it is one of those things. You might hurt some feelings because it's taboo.
Yeah.
But really, and tying it back to the conversation stopper, what other, if this is from Sam Harris, what other mode of discourse is this acceptable? In history, could you say, well, I believe that this happened, because I believe it. Like, for example, no, the Holocaust never happened. Oh, why? Because that's what I believe.
I was brought up to believe this.
I was raised to believe that the Holocaust never happened, and so I believe that's the truth. I'm sorry, but I mean that sentence itself is laughable, or in science, and to another point is, since when would you say that you believe something to be true because it made you feel better?
I know. Even that's the thing. Most religious arguments come down to some negative consequences of atheism, and then sort of trying to imply that therefore atheism is not true because we're not seeing those negative consequences. They're saying like, Stalin was an atheist, so if you adopt it, presumably, they're not straight out saying it, but they're insinuating that by adopting atheism, you will become a mass murderer.